Nothing like a little last minute prep. It's Friday before race weekend. I decided to check the valves, and I'm glad I did. They are extremely loose, and then some of them a little too tight. So me and my dad got that sorted, and yeah, we should be good there. He did some hot gluing on one of these lights here, so that's good. That was pretty loose, but that should be all tight. And we're just gonna check the car over one more time, get it down and get it in the trailer and head to AMP. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna beat this now. Here you go. Oh!
I win!
Okay, drummer. Alright, I forgot a tripod. Brian saves the day. And guess he's driving that. What are you driving that for?
Someone's got to burn the carbon out of it.
Mm-hmm. Make sure I got the headphone port plugged in the right spot this time. Probably got that, but I forgot my tripod, and I forgot the guitar, and I forgot the drone. So this is going to be a very interesting opening for the next race. A lot of stuff to remember, but most important thing is I got the car, I got some gas, I got my race suit and helmet and Hans. Everything else doesn't really matter, although I am staying 2 days at the track. So I should have probably brought some sleeping stuff too, but we'll figure that out. How's your lapping day, buddy?
So good, so bad.
So good.
Taught me all the good stuff.
I didn't teach you anything.
Fun to go fast.
Time for the halftime show. This ain't Justin Timberlake. This is me with a beard. It's a big shout out to Carson Exports and Riley Anderson Media for sending over the clips of the McLaren. Great shooting with you there, Riley, and thanks for the opportunity, Carson's, to kind of stroll around in the McLaren. It's part of their advertisement for their car show they got going on August 31st this year at Atlantic Motorsports Park, so don't miss it. I'll be there in the E30 for sure. Should be a great time, definitely a good hang, and hope to see you out there. It's kind of, this is part of like the 50th anniversary of AMP. We're gonna be doing something with TRAC Series September 14th and 15th. That'll be our last points championship race, 2-day race weekend. It's the last championship race. We'll see what happens at the end of this video where I'm at for points, and then you can come to that race in September and watch me run around with a camera and get a bunch of crappy footage that you guys actually happen to watch, or at least some of you. Anyways, thanks Carson's, thanks Riley for sending it over. Back to the show.
FX 30, baby.
All right, we're back. Race weekend number 3. Race weekend number 3? 3. Weather's supposed to be good tomorrow, which is excellent. And we just were out with Carson Exports again in this lovely 720S. Beautiful car, mind blown again. We're gonna get back to the car, kind of get some things ready for tomorrow morning, but should be a good day of racing as always. So stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow. Qualifying is done. It is race day. We qualified with a 1 minute and 17. So the next person behind me, I think, is Joel with a 1 minute and 17.1. So we're separated by a 10th. It should be a pretty good race between me and Joel. So looking forward to this. Right now the AJM Classics race is up, and the next race for me is going to be the WCN. So should be a good day as always. We'll see what happens. But if I'm starting on pole, again, I need to get down and boogie into one and make something happen. So we'll see. Here we go. Back to Splitter Cam 1000. I love this view, this angle. Kind of puts the speed into perspective, or lack of speed. But starting on the front row, my first time on the front row, and my dad manages to capture this. What a great shot through his old Olympus camera. So, unfortunately, this moment is probably going to be short-lived. Green flag on the throttle. Goodbye, stock car. And hello, Joel. He gets a good run on me, gets on the inside of 1, and keeps his speed all the way down on the entry of 2. I tried to carry as much as I could, but playing it safe. I'm still on the inside here. I just get on the throttle as hard as I can, but Del Sol Power, he carries up the hill much faster than I do. So it's just time to focus on Joel. I don't know, it was an absolute battle, but the problem was is once he got ahead of me, I'm like, sweet, race is on. No, I look at my rearview mirror and I got Nick Murray in a GT3 car, and he's breathing down my neck the whole time. So when I go to defend,
It was great.
It was great for you.
I loved it. I love seeing Nick bothering you back there.
Yeah, I bet you did, Joel. I was trying my best, but I see Nick here. He's gonna get me, so I start to defend the entry to 7, stay right, but doing that I lose so much speed. I don't know if I necessarily should have done that, but I did kind of have to defend the entry to 9, otherwise he was gonna go for a move there. So I haven't raced with Nick Murray a ton, so I don't really know like how aggressive his driving style is. This was really great battle for the whole race with him. Unfortunately, it did hold me up trying to get some points from Joel, and Joel kind of loses the apex here in 2, and I'm like, yeah, still don't have a chance. Trying to climb out of 2, but just keeping the pressure on Joel is the biggest thing, hoping he can make another mistake and I can try to get by him. You know, like up through 10 here and into 11, I really don't lose a whole lot of ground. Another great shot there, exiting 11 right behind Joel. And entry to 1, I can kind of get on the brakes a little bit later and use the tire to my advantage, but you know, it's just staying on him at this point and hoping for some type of mistake. And also keeping an eye on Nick in the back and seeing what he's got planned, and defend if I need to. My splitter cam had a bug hammered dead center of it, and I kind of thought it looked like a target. So I set this up to have some fun with. I've always wanted to be a pilot.
AMP Tower, this is Beamer 31-5, holding short of the backstreet 3, left to Tango 5, ready for departure. Beamer 31-5, hoisted on the backstreet 3, full length clear for takeoff.
Permission to engage. I figured I'd use this little targeting system I set up to kind of show where I may be looking. It's not very accurate, obviously, because we're 2 inches from the ground with a narrow focal length, but looking for corner exit out of 9, looking at my track out points, checking into turn 11, looking as far ahead as I can, looking through the car in front of me, not focusing on Joel, focusing on making sure my lines are good, and obviously checking for flags on the front straight, checking for flags in entry to 1, looking into 1, checking if Nick is going to make a move, where he's at, where do I need to place the car in turn 2, where's he at, okay, looking ahead to my corner, track out, not staring right at Joel and trying to look as far ahead of the corners as I can. That's kind of the point, but back to some race footage and a little bit of slow-mo. Big old dirty drift from Nick up in 7. I bet that was fun. This is the last lap, last corner. Nick's still on me. Great race, man. He got held up a little bit in the beginning and then was able to close it back up. So very fun. Not too disappointing for me, but for somebody else.
Daddy, did you win?
I almost won.
But who won?
Joel. Stinky Joel. You go tell him he stinks.
I wanted you to win.
In June, right now, I am winning.
Then why did you not get a trophy?
I don't get trophies yet. She's haggling me. She's haggling me. Oh man, it's like, that's the hottest it's ever been in the race car.
Yeah, just sitting there, grin on it.
I know. And like every lap I'm looking at the starter bridge, I'm like, please say one more to go. And that is what a burnt out mic looks like. Race 1 is a wrap. The start was awesome to be, I think that was the first time for me on the front row. So to be kind of, I guess, next to the pole position. I got on the throttle as quick as I could, but Joel took it down into 1 on the inside and then got me on the outside of 2, and I could not climb the hill. So I knew the race was on to try to keep up. Just couldn't do it. The other kicker is I look in my rearview mirror and there's Nick in the E30 and trying to defend him and chase Joel just didn't work out. It was a good race for the whole thing, but anyways, I think that's P2, which is great. But man, I'm hurting. Absolutely, it is really, really hot, and I don't have a cool suit or anything like that. So I am hurting right now. I've been pounding water all day, and it's just not enough. So I got it fueled up. We're gonna go out for this next race and see what happens. I gotta get some points. I wanna have a good race, but the heat's getting to me. But anyways, good weekend so far. We'll see what happens on race 2, and we'll catch you then. enough of that. Time for some racing. This is on, right away? This is what the community is about right here. Dan Dugdale coming over and giving me a hand, getting in. I was a little late, kind of missed the 10-minute marker. So he was there to help me get in, get everything hooked up.
No problem. Have a good race. Thanks, dude. You got your gloves? Yeah, you got them. Show them what it can do.
We'll see if it'll start. Anyways, off to grid. See what we can make happen in this last sprint race of the day. Joel's on the front row on the left in the Del Sol, and Nick Murray in the E30 on my left. So, green flag, bury the throttle. See what I can do down into one here. I definitely need to pull a gap in front of Nick so I can clear this entry into 2 and slam the door. And I slammed it. Got there into 2 before him, had a nice little gap, and now it's just focus on possibly, maybe, probably not catching Joel. He's fast. I need to keep an eye on Nick as well, because Nick can, we can turn this into that same battle as the last race. So, but the car was potentially a little down on power. I think the heat was getting to it. You saw there it had a hard time starting. It was just cranking and not firing. So after about 3 or 4 laps, Joel's gone. Nick was pretty far back, so I didn't have to worry about anything there. So it was just kind of, you know, maintain as fast as I can go. No chance of breaking out today. It's just kind of like a lapping day, but it's still racing. I still got to keep the heat on. Most exciting part of this race, Sky Mullen, Leon the Neon. Can I make it happen? Exit of 9, power down. Yeah, that's fun. Sky's great to race with, man. He always leaves the room, and kind of wish I had a GT6 car so him and I could battle. Great stuff, but anyways, at this point I just wanted to feel like Lewis Hamilton. It's maybe the fastest lap ever recorded on video of AMP. Sub 20 seconds, I'm guessing. I don't really feel like Lewis Hamilton, but sure sounds like it, baby. Flying. I did my F1 ending, get close to the starter's bridge, just having fun. Love it. Wow, that was hot. Felt fine, got out and made it happen. I ran my head under some cold water before we jumped in there, and yeah, did the race. Pretty uneventful race, really. Joel got ahead of me there in the start, and that was pretty much it. And 15 laps of me just watching him pull away by like a few tenths every lap. I think the pass on Leon the Neon was probably the coolest part of that race. Nick Murray in the E30 was kind of gaining on me there for a bit in the middle. But yeah, it was just kind of a 15 laps by myself, which is fine. Easy for points. So that's second place, which is great. But man, it was a scorcher. I'm gonna look into getting a cool suit. If anybody knows some sponsors, I want to throw a cool suit my way. I would appreciate it. So, but anyways, we're gonna get packed up, and I'll get some more B-roll and maybe some more camera shots, and we're gonna head out of here, and hopefully I can put together a decent video of this fairly uneventful weekend. So, anyways, we'll see you guys later on.